Texas.
Gentleman from Texas.
Distinguished member of the Budget Committee, Mr. Conaway.
Gentleman from Texas recognized for 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I appreciate the time, and also want to congratulate our chairman on getting the job done. Getting a budget is obviously never easy in an election year. It's never easy in an off year, but his perseverance has us here today debating a budget that I couldn't be more strongly against. It fails on a number of occasions, a number of points, not the least of which is that it fails to address entitlement reform. Recent reports that we've got some $57 trillion in unfunded promises that we've made to each other. No attempt to address that. What that means is this government over the next 75 years would have to run a $57 trillion surplus in order to make that work. And this government has never been good at running surpluses. In fact, if you look at the last 40 or 45 years, there's only a handful of years in which an actual surplus occurred. Now, the other side talks often about the projected surpluses that were there in 1999 and 2000, but those projections weren't worth what the paper they were written on, as it turns out, as no projections are. But the actual surpluses in years total some $17 billion, well short of the $57 trillion that we'll need to run in order to meet these promises. This budget does include $683 billion in new spending that they fund through the tax increases that will automatically happen in law that's currently in place. Now, you'll hear a lot of rhetoric about this being the largest tax increase ever, and we'll say it is, they'll say it's not. They're true. There is no tax law included in this budget. But what happens with the tax law that's currently in place is that the projections are that it collects an additional $683 billion in taxes from the hardworking Americans and companies in this country. And this budget gives us a blueprint of what the other side intends to do with it. They don't intend to address the surplus. They intend to spend it on other programs and continue to grow this federal government. So while I congratulate my chairman on getting this to where we are today, I intend to vote against this bill and urge my colleagues to vote against it as well. And I yield back.
Gentlemen.